Hi guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Tina and my aim is to improve your drawings just like others have done for me when I just started out. In this small video I'm going to give you 3 tips which I personally found really improved my colored pencil pieces. The first one that comes to mind is the pressure of your pencil. When you use colored pencil and you want to create something really realistic, it is really important to work in light layers, so you should practice to use a light hand instead of putting a lot of pressure on your pencils. This way you can add much more layers on top of each other as you are not flattening the tooth of your paper by pressing too hard. Another advantage of this is that you can add subtle color variations within these layers and they will show through in the final result, like using blue for the highlights in black fur for example, without seeing the bright blue in your end piece. For example, for this small area of this little tree frog, I used a total of 9 colors. Now all 9 didn't go on top of each other, but I did use 6 consecutively colors on top of each other. You need to learn to work in light layers with your pencil if you want to be able to get so many layers on. Moving on to tip number 2, which is the importance of using a sharp pencil as well as the position of your pencil. When you use a sharp pencil, we are going to be filling up more of the white grain. This means less blank space, resulting in a more vivid and richer look. And while there are many ways to use a pencil and create different effects, I really love realistic pieces. And for this you need lots of layering. For layering, do not hold the pencil too close to the tip. Instead, place your hand a little higher and start with light strokes, like I discussed in the previous tip. And most importantly, don't hold your pencil flat. Try to keep it upright like you would hold a pen, like this. This way, the tip of your pencil will go over the surface of your paper and fill more of those valleys than it would otherwise. Now before I move on to the last tip, if you are like me and you love to make realistic animal drawings, make sure you subscribe to my monthly newsletter and get 4 pictures just like these, which you can use as a reference for your own art pieces. And then for my third and last tip, use solvent. I love working with colored pencil, but the one thing I really don't like is the fact that it is so time consuming. To get your paper completely filled, you either need lots of layers or you can burnish. The problem with burnishing is that when you do this, you limit the amount of pigment the paper can still take. And when you use layer over layer, this can sometimes feel tedious and take up a lot of time. Enter solvent. You don't need loads of pigment on there because when you blend using solvent, it does a good job at smoothing it out for you. And with solvent, we aren't damaging the tooth of the paper, making more layers still a possibility. This is especially important when it comes to realism, where you need lots of layers to build up your detail. In this clip, you see me working on a tiger. For my left half, I didn't use solvent, and for the right half, I did. Now there is a small difference in the look. Working with solvent gives it a more soft look, but personally I like that a lot since most of my drawings are furry animals. However, it's the time spent on both of these halves that's most remarkable. I say the half using solvent I used 3/4 of the time that it took me to make the other half. Now this doesn't seem like a lot, but if I were to use this technique for more than half of my drawing, it would add up. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate your support, as it helps to grow my channel and reach other people like yourself. Hope to see you again next Friday, and in the meantime, have a great week.